Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I'm your host, of course, Johnny, and let's get building indeed. Hi, I know Vab's in there lurking. We may have an MJ lurking in there as well. I hope you're having a great evening. What did you have for dinner? That's always the question that we need to ask here. I had pizza, and it was delicious. It was actually free pizza, because we went to Sam's Club, and Sam's Club gave us, like, it was right at the end. Like we got there pretty late, and we're like, oh, we got to do our shopping, blah, blah, blah. We did our couple things, and we were leaving. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm hungry. I need a piece of pizza. So I went over and I said, hey, you have a piece of pizza I can buy? And they're like, yeah. And then they're like, the guy comes over, he's like giving me my piece of pizza. And this other guy comes over and he's like, hey, here's a whole pizza. And we're like, oh, how much is it? And he's like, well, it's either you or the raccoons get it. So we got a free pizza. So it was kind of nice. Anyway, this is something real quick I wanted to show. So this is my heart. Oops, and I just broke my heart. Aww, yeah. So let me fix my heart. Some of you have seen pictures of this already. I haven't posted anything on Instagram or anything, but this is the way it looks so far. My reds are a little bit out of whack as far as the hue goes. I have to fix that a little bit more. But anyway, this is what I've come up with so far. This is the reference image that I am using for it. I made this with AI help and some prompting and playing around with stuff. And my friend Becky, she knows heart stuff, and I was asking her, like, I was like, does it make sense? I mean, like, what do they use the colors for? And it's like the colors are designed to like help with, like, these are like the veins, and like these, even though these aren't blue yet, these things up here, these are supposed to be blue. Like the blue has to do with, like, I think it's needing oxygen, and the red is like receiving, or vice versa, something like that. So I made this with the pieces that I had at the time, and now I went to Bricks and Minifigs, obviously, and now I have a whole bunch of pieces in the colors that I want in order to do everything color coded and everything. So that'll be happening over the next week or so. I think it turned out pretty good. And those that haven't seen it, so this thing actually rotates. This is a cool part because that's going to go like right there. It's like perfect. But anyway, so this whole thing actually rotates so that you can open it. So that this is a long piece here. So this moves so this can rotate, and then this whole thing opens up. Gotta rotate that out of the way. So that whole thing opens up so you can see the valve that's in there. And same with this side. This side is a little bit shorter as far as that goes. That one's a broken valve because I didn't have a telephone piece. So that's why that's the way it is. So, but I don't know. I just I saw some people doing some random, like, hey, you know, images they were creating with AI for like a Lego heart, spine, that sort of thing. And I got to thinking, like, well, could that be a useful tool maybe? And I don't know if it can be. I don't know if it's something that makes sense to do. But my friends seem to think, and I've talked to a couple other people that either like Lego, know about Lego, and are involved in like nursing and that sort of thing, and all of them were like, yeah, that's really cool. That's like a really neat thing. And I got to thinking too of, like, if you're trying to explain to someone about a heart, like, you can show them, like, oh, this is where your valve is, blah blah blah, and say, like, oh, well, say this is damaged. You just, you know, you can just take that off and be like, yeah, your vein, you know, doesn't go all the way, or something's messed up with it, or like, you could do so much with this to alter it to be exactly how any one patient's, you know, heart is, or, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know, I just thought it was a cool idea. I'm already working on lungs. I already developed a picture for that, but I haven't started building that because I've been working on this. So so yeah, I've got some ideas to play around with things, and of course I messed this up. I put this the wrong way. Ah, pulled off one of my veins. Oh no. I think that's how it goes. Maybe not. Can't remember now. Oh well. Of course it's Lego, so you can just, you know, pull it off and put it right back in, right? Don't anyway. Oh, that's the way it goes. Okay. There we go. All right, we got our little thing put back in. So anyway, put that aside for now. Put it over here. And this is what we are working on. We've gotten this far so far on the castle on the cliff, and we're going to continue on. We're going to finish this tonight. That's my plan, but we don't have that much more to go. So, without further ado, let's start the timer. 3, 2. Hold on, I gotta stop the other one. 1, and go. All right, here we go. So we only have this much. Well, we got some bigger pieces too, but we only have this much left, and it's mostly going to be building, like castle and that sort of thing. So let's lay our pieces out like we've had them the last couple of weeks. So good to see you, Missy. What are you having for dinner? Oh, I can take care. I can get rid of that. You need to show that. Yeah, what are you having for dinner? What did you have? What are you working on? We have, so there are some thunderstorms on the way. I've been watching some storm chasers and stuff. Most of the storms are in Ohio and north of us, but they are on the way. So it could make for an interesting night. So just letting you know, if something happens with the stream, that could be because, well, I no longer exist. No, kidding. It won't be that bad. But we've had some strong thunderstorms lately. So over the last couple weeks, and I'm kind of tired of the rain, just because I want my driveway to dry out so that we can get it graded and put back working again. So hopefully after this week, next week, everything dries out, and we can go back to getting our driveway back. Ooh, that's a special piece. Not a special piece, but it's a piece I just saw. It's a small piece. Oh, and there it is. Thought it was going to be harder to find than that. And how's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Everyone doing well? Anyone else having storms that they have to deal with? What is going on in your world? That is amazing. Or not so, I mean, like, is there anything that, like, you know, is a concern? Need help, thoughts, prayers, or anything? It's always nice to have people thinking about you know, those kind of things. That is a snotbrick piece, not a headlight piece. Another headlight. Don't forget to change your headlight fluid, whatever you do. Always change your headlight fluid. Another green profile brick. One by one, another big one there. That is green right there. And we rotate, so spin this around. Looks like a few people love thunderstorms. I find them, for the most part. I enjoy them. Every now and then, I mean, like, obviously the ones that are not so nice, or the ones that are, not as cool, not as, You gotta respect them, that's for sure. I figured with the way the weather was right now, I was like, seems like a good one to do. Quiet night tonight. And that's okay. One left, one right. Yeah, I had it and then I dropped it. Ooh. Not what I wanted to do there. That piece is hiding inside that brick. So next week is kind of the beginning of returns. So what I mean by that is we will actually be returning to Hoth because Hoth needs a little bit of work on it before we display it at the well, the same BAM store where I got those pieces that I need. Hoth is going to be doing a residency at the BAM store, and it needs a little bit of adjustment and to fix a few things that have been needing to be fixed. But not only that, we're going to have to alter it in order to fit where it's going to be displayed. And I'll do a quick little live stream once it's all done, but we need to set it up for May the 4th, essentially. So being a BAM store, you know, we got to work around their schedule and people and, you know, customers and stuff. So we want to try to get in there and get the stuff, you know, done without people. Hey, Dusty, haven't seen you in a bit. How you doing? How's your streaming going? I've been lurking here and there and watching your stuff. Been pretty cool watching you guys play Pokemon. Yep, I see the Johnny. I see it. Took a little bit. Looks like you guys are having fun. Looks like it's going well. Everybody's learning how to play Pokemon. I guess you could say laggy style, which is really cool. Ta-da! It's just a this green. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it'll be for 3 months. It'll be doing a residency at the. I just call it a residency because it just makes the most sense. That makes sense. Hey Bev, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. My heart is sitting over here, which I'm going to completely redo with all the pieces I've gotten from the BAM store. Not fully redo, but like I have the general concept done now, and now I got pieces that I can better make it work. A little bit more fluid and color scheme wise and stuff like that. So just on lunch break. All right, yeah, it is a good time to take it. Oh, good, awesome. Yeah, the hearts turned out pretty good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, like beyond, you know, building it, and like, you know, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm starting the lungs, or at least I got the image kind of done for it. So that'll be next, I guess. And I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, like how I'm gonna, you know, show it to people, or see if, like, you know, it's something that's like even remotely like, hey, this is a cool idea. But I figure, hey, it's in my head. I'm gonna give it a go. So, hey, you are virtue. What's virtue? Something virtue? Virtue. I don't understand. Looks like we're building a torch here. I bet you light is going to go on it. Oh, nope, nope, not that piece. Not that one. Wrong torch piece. I'm looking for a lightsaber piece. I think it's a lightsaber piece. Yeah, it's a lightsaber piece. At least it looks like a lightsaber. It's not a stand. Like this is it's almost like a telescope type thing. The lightsaber piece is a little bit smaller. There it is. Oh, hey, you are. Since we probably didn't get through them all, do you still have some of that trivia for King Arthur? If you do, you can feel free to toss one out there. I didn't think we went through them all, but you never know. So, nope, you're all done. Oh man. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Are those dark green? It doesn't look like. Oh, those are gray. I'm like looking for green, and I'm like, nope, it's gray. So there's the gray piece that goes on top. There's that piece. You're loafing. I mean, hey, whenever you've had a long, busy day, it's perfect. You can just loaf. You can watch my stream, you know, chill out. Those kind of things. Ooh, I need to put a gray in first. We're making... Ooh, that barely... I don't know how they... Oh, I have to pull that out a little bit. There we go. Looks like it goes this way. There we go. Pull that out so we have our little torch thingy there. This goes here on the corner. That looks neat. Little wall there. Again, this is kind of a well, it is a micro scale type thing. So. Okay, so we need one of these. So now we've got to solidify this. One of those, one of these. And then one of these right across the top. There we go. All right. Get that all together. We get to make. We've used a lot of these pieces. These 1x that are tall in this set, which is pretty cool. They're neat pieces. Wait, that doesn't... I'm leaning it. I don't want to do that. Alright, let's build another wall piece. Doing all these little wall pieces. We're building them as sections. So, next week, like I was saying, we will return to Hoth. There's some work I need to do on the door section to kind of solidify the bottom of it a little bit better. So I can finally get the doors, you know, opening and closing properly. But we'll be doing, like I was saying, we'll be doing a residency at the one Bricks and Minifigs store. And we have to reduce the size a little bit, and that just means we put less in for the hanger area. But instead of being as long as we want, it's a little bit more wide, the display area we'll be using. So we kind of have to adjust and figure out how we're going to fit every, as much as we can of the Hoth display. But it's going to be up for May the 4th, and then it'll be up for like 3 months for everyone in Pittsburgh to see. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, come check it out. It's pretty cool. It's been quite a lot of years of work. Where that goes? Yeah. Ooh, we're getting another big piece. And this one. And we're just going back and forth with this thing. It's like, here, turn this. Now do it this way. Now turn it again. Well, that's cool. I've never seen a green. I know this isn't Lego, but it's like it's a green hook, green arm. So that goes right here. Kind of guard tower guard thingies. There's those. Not guard things, but like gate things. All right, no one else said it. So, what did you have for dinner? You are. Clear that out first. Okay. You had pasta. Nice. Now, do you just do pasta as pasta with chicken bites? Yummy. Pasta is just, the pasta and that's it, like, obviously with some kind of sauce. Or do you actually, like, add like a little bit of chicken or meat or something like that? And like, how do you do your pasta? Or is it an impasta? What is that green thing? Forgot to put that on there. Oh no, it's there. I'm like sitting there looking and I'm like, oh, I didn't put the green thing, but I did. I put that on a while ago, I guess. I didn't know what I didn't know. So. Pasta shells, burger, and oh, see that? That's good. Wait. No cheese? No cheese. I'm disappointed though. No, I'm kidding. Everything needs cheese. Guinea pigs. Shush. You got fed already. Don't whine. Right, we're making some kind of little awning thing here. It looks like. These armatures sticking over. Oh, there's another one of those torch things, and I'm sure I'm going to need again. Egg noodle chicken stir fry. Oh, geez, that sounds good. Mom added Parmesan to her. Oh, okay. Well, at least there's some cheese. Cheese is awesome. This one first. It's harder to get to. There we go. And gray. No. Yeah, gray, kind of brownish gray. And another green. Green? Yes, green. An olive green. Ooh, not that green. That's gray. There's the green. There it is. Now, cheese is good. I like mozzarella myself. Mozzarella. I mean, like, most cheese is good. I'm not a fan of Swiss. Things I bet you didn't know about Johnny. Yeah, Swiss is not a good cheese for me. I don't like blue cheese. Like, a lot of salads, like, you get, you know, blue cheese crumbles and stuff. I'm not a fan of those. But most cheese, oh, I love cheese. Cheese is delicious. Watched a reel where they make these triangle pockets with tortillas and stuff with mac and cheese. Oh, yeah. I've had those kind of things at, like, you know, the mac and cheese bites or whatever, and they're really tasty. Arthur pulled a sword from a stone, but what was the name of the other famous sword given to him by the Lady of the Lake? In some stories, they are the same sword. Ooh! Yeah, mozzarella on pasta is really good. Alright, so what is the name of the sword given to him by the Lady of the Lake? Some stories, they are the same sword, but not always, apparently. So, this one I do not know. I don't know how I knew Tentacle Castle, but oh, duh. Never mind. I know what it is. I just wasn't thinking. I was busy. I'm building. That is an easy one. Never mind. Everyone should know the name of that. In fact, if you like Monty Python... Yes, exactly. Excalibur. That's right. And if you watch Monty Python, Eric Idle does his wonderful thing where he's like, listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. And it goes from there. It's so good. Not yet. Not so quick. Excalibur, yes. But now your brain is mush. Uh-huh. All I'm hearing are excuses now, so. Well, that faces out. That's a smart brick that faces out. Interesting. Ah. Doing a dance in the living room because I never know any... That's awesome. Dance away. Dance away. Now the question is, did you know that from Monty Python, or did you just know that one? I mean, like, most people should know it, but... And like I said, that was just silly of me to be like, I don't know what that one is. That's a tough one. And it's like, duh. Recognize the name. Ah, okay, yeah. Interesting looking right there. Ooh, we get to actually use one of these big giant panels now. It goes right there. So we're slowly starting to fill this in. Our little building here, which is supposed to represent Arthur's boyhood home. And rotating it again. Like, that's all this is like, alright, do this side. Nah, do this side. Alright, move it again. Got some bigger pieces over here, but that's not what we need. Yeah, I guess it would make sense that sometimes, like, depending on where the story's coming from, that it would be Excalibur that's in the stone, because, like, Excalibur's supposed to be, like, the king's sword, so it kind of makes sense that it would be that one. But, I mean, stories are different. '86. Holy cow. Yeah, the storms are definitely coming. They're actually north of us right now, and we're kind of waiting for them to hit. There's some in Indiana right now. So yeah, they're coming. They'll probably be there tonight for you. So like, good luck. I must have missed a thing. Oh, I did. How did I miss that? I missed a whole step right there. Put that on there, and then... No, that's there. That goes down there. Oh, it goes on. That's why. I was like, why is that so low? But it's because... Solo. Like on solo. That goes there first. Then the moss block. It is 8:32. We are on the back end, heading back towards being correct on time. Not there yet, though. Right, now back to this stuff. Yeah, it was in the 70s. It was a perfect day here today. That's not a headlight. There's a headlight. So far from this set that I got from somebody used, so far I've only been missing one piece, and that was a blue translucent piece. Kind of like this, except it was a 2x1, and I do not have another 2x1. I don't know whether they use these or if they're used for something else, but like, I have some extra other ones. I think they're still going to go in here, but I still have some pieces here that haven't gone into the set yet, so I'll be interested to see how it goes. 86 in Austin. I think it's funny whenever we have weather that's the same as yours. Like, because, typically, further south, you guys have weather, like warmer weather, way warmer weather than we do. Like, at least by like 10, 15 degrees a lot of times. So I always think it's funny whenever we have weather. Like, I think this is, a month ago or something, like, we were warmer than you guys were. You guys were freezing. It's offset. Interesting. Any sets coming out tomorrow that you're getting? I am going to get, because the movie was so good, and I've mentioned this already, I am going to get the Project Hail Mary ship. May add motors and lights to it just to make it do its thing. On its own, because I've seen some already kits where they've done that, but I'll probably do my own thing with that. Nothing I'm really looking for really in April that I saw that I was interested in. Trying to think what's coming out. I know there were some things that I had mentioned. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There were some things I had mentioned a couple weeks ago that were coming, and I can't remember what they are. You want a little Rocky. I've seen some people that have done like mini versions of them, and Rocky looks really cool. they make a cool little Rocky, and they usually make him going, yay, you know, like that. So if you haven't seen the movie, you might not know what we're talking about, but the what? Oh yeah. You can make Rocky out of the Brown Bunny set. Okay, so here's where we're starting to add some more lights. So I'm gonna get the lights back out. And since this is a used set, they already put, you know, some of the sticky stuff on. So this particular light here is on the piece that we need it to be on already. They stuck it there, so. So the question is, which way does it go? So we have another light that connects to it. It's just one light by itself that has an extension to it. It says 8 centimeters. I'm guessing that's this one. I don't see any. Oh, nope, that one has 2. And that one has more than 1. So I'm guessing it's this one. So we put this right here. Directions are unrebrickable. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. Now you can have a little Rocky. Rocky was awesome in that movie. Just everything about that movie was so good. And this is where the fun. Oh, I got that in way easier than I expected. Alright, so that goes there, and then we have another piece that has the light already on it. And there's an extension. This one's 10 centimeters, it says. So I gotta kind of measure. That one's too short. This one's longer. So that one's supposed to be 8, so this one is a little bit longer than it. So that is 10. These sets always have tweezers, but I can never get them to grip properly. Luckily, so far, these have gone in just fine. Alright, now we need to put these on. I'm just going to put this all together without testing. That way we'll see what happens. Alright, so we're supposed to flip it all over. We got light there, we got this here. Oh, this is, okay, so this is this. Oh, okay, so, oh, they flipped it around. They had it one way and then they flipped it around. Okay, so this is here. And the light goes on the back. Tips, make sure the battery is sufficient. That's a funny tip. Because, like, these are LED lights. They don't draw power at all. Like very little. So that is kind of funny for them to say that. But hey, you know, whatever. They're just saying things so, like, you can't go back to them and be like, hey, it doesn't work. So this. Yes, I could use my batteries, please. You have a cat. All right. So my batteries are over there. I have one here to go in the battery thing, but the other 2 are in the remote for the TV. Because they're not officially mine. And my wife has a cat, so she cannot move, I guess. Ooh, these are the... So this is an older Funhole / Lumibricks set. So Lumibricks doesn't do stickers anymore. Like, all their pieces are printed. These ones are actually stickers, and they went on pretty good. The person that did this actually put them on pretty good. So, looks pretty good. So this whole thing, so this is interesting. The 4 studs of the 6x10 plate should be aligned with the 4 studs in the red wire frame above the wall. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So this is going to go on here like this, but I want that to go backwards so I don't crush the wire. Well, that looks cool. Alright. So they're showing me a diagram of how it all goes. So the wire goes here. This is interesting. I think they had this flipped around wrong. Because if I did it that way, it's on the back end. That's there. And you flip it around. That doesn't fit because this runs into it unless I have... Oh, you know what? I gotta move this off. I put it in the stud holes, not... There we go. I was like, there's no way that'll fit. Yeah, I should check, but that's alright. Okay, so this goes onto the torch. So how does that go? Wait a minute. Oh, this one goes in here. Oops. Let's take that off for a second. We got two torches here. We need light. This goes onto this torch. Light. Let's rotate that a little bit. And then the wire kind of comes down here. Alright, that one's good. This one will be interesting. I think we're bringing it through. Yes, we're bringing it through. Actually, on the top. I think this is backwards. Flip that around. There we go. Go in the hole, or on the hole, something like that. Okay, and this whole thing goes on there. Alright. There we go. We got our wiring in. So there we go. So we got torch here, torch here. Pull that out just a little bit. And one more of these. Okay. So looking at it from, oh, cool. Okay, so looking at, So looking at it from the top, there's, so they have this little like headlight thing here, and this is supposed to go back through it and come out the underneath. So that's pretty cool. That's smart. That's kind of how I did things with the Enterprise. I had it go through things like this. Question is, how are you supposed to, there it is. How are you supposed to see that? There we go. So this is so that we can actually plug it in to stuff. Don't pinch the wire, obviously. Alright, that's just showing it being sent through. Okay, alright. It stays in there. Now we're going to do this. How nice could sit at the round table? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I would not have known that. Knights, I bid you welcome to your new home. Let us ride to Camelot. And one of the best songs ever. Alright, we're getting down to the wire, so it's where is the last profile brick? And it is a green. Where's the green? There it is, hiding there. Wait, most say it's 150? Like go around the round table? That seems a little high to me. Like that is a huge round table. Like you would not be able to talk to each other. Like ever. Yeah, that is a huge. No. That is not a big table. That is a huge table. That is nuts. Okay, that goes there. So this is something I've noticed with this set that they've been doing a lot. I'll show you in a second. So they've been putting these little, like with the snot bricks, they put these little flat pieces, so it's like jutting out parts of stone and stuff like that, and I think that makes it look really cool. Gives it shape and gives it variety, which is neat. But everything's bigger in Texas, I thought. So. A platform for speed. Well, that, I mean, yeah, they would stand on it, I would think so. Haha. Everything is big. Yours was just typed. Make sure the 3 stud alignment. Okay, that's where they align. And I take this. I like how they're like, just make sure you do this right. There we go. It did snap. Snap, snap, green, green, wink, wink. Say no more. Gray goes here. Oh, so here they tell you to do this. They say as the instructions, take the torch. I'll show you. Take the torch, turn it sideways so you can put a, where is it? I need to find it. So you can put a 1x1 on here. And then rotate the torch back. So I gotta pull it out a little bit more so it fits. There. So we got it on there. Just weird. I've never seen that in instructions before, but here, bend, turn. Just funny. I like weird directions like that. Okay, so 2 green. They're slightly different green leaves. And goes here. Whoop. So it's like this castle is kind of overgrown, like it hasn't been used in a while, or it hasn't been found yet, you know what I mean? What is that? See the green grass thing? No, I need a flat one. And then also an orange one. Oh! The leaf goes on top of that. That's weird. I guess they just wanted it to stick out. So they're like, here, throw an orange one. No one will see it. Let's move our thingies out. There we go. Right, so looking good so far. They also left one seat empty. Anyone know who? The dead one. Well, no, it's in recognition of I think it was in recognition of the knights that have been lost or whatever. Yeah, probably. More than likely. That's so rude. The dead one. There were a lot of dead knights, unfortunately. If the stories are to be believed. Come on, I just found this at the beginning. Little something there. Where are you? Is it under here? You. Yeah. When I find it, I'll put it up. There it is. Found it. Sir Lancelot. They could stand on it. Maybe. So, a couple more. That is a cool way, though, to give variety to your builds, like whenever you're building a building, not just profile bricks. I think they overdo the profile bricks in this build. You know, there's just too many of them all together. But like doing this sort of thing where things jut out and stuff, I think that's a cool way to do. And even this, like they have like random pieces that are like sticking out and stuff. I think that's a cool way to do all of that. And again, give variety to your builds and make stuff unique and different. Some people might not notice that, like that you did that, but at the same, I mean, like, you know, but you know you did. Because that's like one of those detail things that certain people would be like, ooh, you know, I really like how this looks. We need a way to get up there. Well, you just dashed her heart to pieces. Aw. Alright, so the shield goes up here. There's also a sticker piece. There weren't too many stickers, but there were some stickers in this one. Alright, so the flames get actual flames now. And I cannot stick fire into it. Interesting. Supposed to be able to, but I do not seem to be able to. Up. It's special fire. Try this one. Doesn't really stay in there. And there weren't other things added to it. It just shows the fire going in. And I do not seem to be able to put the fire in. That's what it's showing. Trying to snap in there. Almost like that the hole's too big. There's nothing else going in there. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, so we do have fire. So it goes into that one and then goes on top. It doesn't show it actually fitting on there. Just for the night destined to find the Holy Grail. The Siege Perilous. Interesting. finding out you need more ice cream now. She's so depressed she needs more ice cream. Good job. Ooh, we got a lot of these things. So this goes here. Putting a lot. We're putting ramparts, border up for this thing up on the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I forgot to put this on. Did the whole. Okay. Goes there. We are learning about the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur and all his men. That's kind of cool. Right, so we are at the backside. And this other one goes on top. This is weird. So it goes there. I almost lost it. So there should be another 1x1. I don't see that either, unless it's hiding under something. And I'm down quite a few pieces. Like I should be able to see pretty much all of them. Yeah, I do not see a final 1x1, and it's not in my box, so I may have a substitute. Here we go. Lego to the rescue. Look at that. Pretty much the same color and everything. It is now definitely a Lego set. There's like 3 Lego pieces in here, so. Alright, so putting on some corner pieces. Few chores to do and chicks to attend to. Have a great week. Yes, thanks for tuning in as always, you are. Have a good night. May the storms be nice to you. As I said, they are coming. They're not here yet. But they are on their way. I like how every time you go to put a light on for this, they're like, please make sure that you check the lights. Make sure that they work. We don't want you whining to us if they do not, without you having tested them first. But then if they didn't work, you would still have to whine to them anyway and be like, hey, these don't work. Alright, looking pretty cool. A little castle here. There's there's another light, it looks like. It is going to be another light. Another torch. It's going to sit there. headlight goes here. Low arch. Actually, it's not too low of an arch, but it is micro scale, so it is a little bit small. All right, so we're putting this on, and then we need. So we have a light that has 2 parts to it. No, this one has green, so not that one. This one. Oh, okay. So take that off. So we put this, and they even have this, they have the light itself the same color as what it's going on, so you can't even see it. That's awesome. Let's turn that a little bit. They have these thin enough, so like they fit through, they fit in between the studs. That's something that, Light My Bricks decided to start doing too. There we go. This goes down here to join the other one. Alright, so let's do some stuff on the back. Ooh, this even goes through here. This is an 8. Make sure that's between the studs. There we go. This is a really neat set. I'm glad I got it. Glad I was able to find it. Just from the look of it, it's like just one of the coolest set style types or whatever, just like the whole cliff idea and everything. Move that out of the way. Alright, so we have an 8 that goes here. And a 3. Goes here. Doesn't quite reach over there. And a 6. And then the last 4. So again, they're making it so like parts of it jut out, stick out. Hey, Stacking Blocks, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. What did you have for dinner tonight? Or did you have dinner? If you had dinner. If you have not had dinner, what are you planning on having for dinner? Alright, I should have one more flame. It does not appear that I do. I have 2. My last flame does not look like it exists, which I have other ones. I just have to find where they are. Oh, they'll be in, you know what? I have all my translucents right here. We can make it a huge flame. Nah, that's a bad idea. How are things going for you tonight, Stacking? Hope you're having a good night. We'll make it a small flame. Make it one of the little tiny flames. So again, this is definitely a Lego set now. I gotta see something. So when I put the leaf on, it showed me using a orangey looking piece. But it obviously was not the one that I used. And a brown, it must be this brown piece. So let me switch that because this has the orange hole in it that I need for here. smaller flame for up top. There we go. And brown. What can brown do for you? All right. Alright, so that's that. We are cruising right along. Oof. One of each color, and then corner piece there. Now we get to put red, lots of red. Which again looks really weird on my. I gotta figure out the red. Gotta figure out the red to make it look. I had it looking better before, and then I don't know. I adjusted it again. Let's see. Okay, red. We got our two flags. We got. Okay, there we go. Got the top of our little tower here. And now we've got this part here, a little jut out over here. What is this? It somehow fits under here. Oh, it just does barely fit under there to get under to be able to put that down. Let's do that. Oh, that's going to be over one. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. So far it's come out pretty good. Eventually going to do something with it. I'm not sure what yet, but something is going to happen with it. I got more pieces in order to make it more how I think it should be, and kind of to shore it up a bit. Oh, this is interesting. So we got all three of these lights. All three of these lights are already on their bricks, so that's good. And now we're going to connect them. So a 5 and a 5 and a 20. So these are 5 centimeters, obviously, these shorter ones. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's like something that could potentially be used, like, I don't know, somewhere in the medical field. Like, because you could easily use it to be like, oh, so and so, their heart, isn't quite like everyone else's. Well, you can show exactly by changing some blocks around and stuff. Be like, hey, this is how your heart is different, and what we need to do to it. Kind of like they're doing with Lego did that with the MRI thing. They did it with one of those scanners. They built one so they could you could show kids, hey, this is what you're going to be going into, and and apparently it works. It helps calm kids down. Which is a good thing. There we go. Went the wrong way. Okay. So all of these go in a zigzag pattern. And then the 20 centimeter one that's by itself, which will be this one, I'm sure. Yep. Connects over. This one. So this is a fun hole set / Lumibricks, and this is how they came out with things before. All right, so we're putting that underneath, so it's going to shine down on the water. That's going to be cool. I was wondering how they were going to do that. So this is the end. 2, 3. So the third one, it goes there. And there's 2 that you can see. And then the last one goes not quite as far. Well, that's weird. Because this one goes, that one doesn't go quite as far, and so the wire kind of is goofy because it's longer. But I guess that's all the longer, all that they could do. Oh yeah. You just had storm. I know my sister lives up there, and so I was letting her know. I said, hey, they have tornado stuff potentially down there. So, all right. So this goes down, and now we're gonna put this whole thing onto our cliffside. Stays going down. It looks like it comes straight out. All 3 of these come straight down. This goes straight out the back. I don't even know where this one goes. Oh, that one already is down. Okay. That's our first one. Push that down out of the way. Okay. So this goes over here. Okay, let's make sure it's coming out fine there. Those are cut. And there we go, is more, better, our castle on the cliff so far. So it actually is on a cliff now. Before it was just kind of hanging out and chilling. Alright, let's look at the back. We've got all our wires hanging out here. And I don't know what that's just, what? Oh, they want me to twist them together? This one from up here. This one's by itself over here. And this one just kind of chilling out here by itself. So these 2 are supposed to like twist together somehow. Why, I don't know, but that's what they want. So we'll kind of braid them together, I guess. Yeah, hopefully you didn't have any issues with the storms. That's what they wanted, so. Alright, back to the front. Alright, we're down to the wire, sort of, so to speak. We have wires hanging out the back, so we are definitely down to the wires. Where does that go? Showing this little thing I'm building. Oh, okay, there's 2 of them. Okay, I was like, it's showing me this little thing I'm building, but like, where does this go? So, right, so a couple fences. This is gonna hold weapons, it looks like. Well, you know what we still need to put together, though, too? We still have a sword to put together. A sword in the stone. Okay. There we go. water feature type thing. Kind of interesting. Oh, and I think our stone is going to go right here. Think. And one little rock doohickey. Wait, how did I miss that? What? Must have been while I was trying to get everything on. What? 71. Oh, okay, that's alright. Oh, I already do have it. Okay, I'm like, what? I've already done that, I guess. I was getting very confused. There's still one. And there's one little. Oh, that's a green one. I have one little gray rock piece. Oh, it goes on here. It goes on there. I don't understand why they waited to put that on, but they did. So. Hopefully, you didn't have any trampolines stacking blocks. Alright, so the helmet goes on the stand. Okay. The axe goes in the holder here. There we go. And then we get another shield. We get a big shield. It goes here. This is a little armory stand. There. And now we need a vine. That goes somewhere. So green vine. That goes somewhere. These are nice because they're bendy. The Lego ones aren't as bendy, I don't think. Green vine goes somewhere. There, not there. Oh, okay. Goes right here. Interesting. Alright, there we go. Green vine. Ooh, a little ball and chain thing here. Interesting. This goes here. That a little bit. Okay. And we put a little green grass on top of it. So again, this is like, it's like the castle has sat here for a while. That's kind of how this is looking. Finish up our rock area here. Sword will be going. Pretty sure anyway. Alright, so we got this little red shield with a white thing in it, with a red thing in it, and a brown stick. Oh, I'm like, what is this thing? Duh. Making a target, like an arrow has hit it. There we go. Let's rotate that so it's straight. So there we go. That target has an arrow in it. And then we have Excalibur, which actually is supposed to have a sticker on it, and this one does not. They didn't put it on there, I guess. But here is our Sword in the Stone. Ding. Just fits right in there. think you can pull the sword out? Funny thing is, like, all these things are, you know, like minifigure size, but no minifigures come with it because overall it's a micro scale build. So. Yeah, alright. So the back here, on the side, I guess. How does that work? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. I'm like, that doesn't fit. So, alright, so these need moved out of the way. Alright, so that comes out of there. These have to go up here. Right there. Okay, so right there. Alright. That's there, that's there. All four of these are kind of meeting in the middle over here. Maybe this goes. I don't know. It's hard to tell with the instructions how they all get braided together. All right, so our last light set is here. So we have to go from over here. This is the green one. Go from over here. Down a little bit so I can see. So it goes to there. And then looks like this one goes on the stud indent right there. And goes down somewhere. Oh, it shows it going all the way down here. And it's just like ding. It's like, where does that go? Alright, so let's look on the back here. Over here somewhere is where it goes. 2, yeah, that's on there, right? This goes across all the way. Oh, all the way, okay, I see. All the way underneath all this. And goes under here. On this side. Can you show me where? Yes, you are. Up and around and down. Okay. This is interesting. They do show how the wire gets routed. Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. So the wiring stays up here, comes across, and this comes up back through here. And we're supposed to braid them to get. Oh, I'm supposed to braid them with that one. I'll do that in a little bit. All right, so we've got those wires there. And make sure they're in the right spot. And we're going to put this on to keep them there. And another piece to keep them there. They do a good job of hiding the wires that you're running and stuff, which is kind of nice. I'll show you in a second where this all is. So all these wires, you can barely see them, but they go here and they run through here and then they come out. So, and this one's going to get trapped too. So. This one's still all by itself. It's like, I'm hanging out here. I'm sure it'll get hidden, but right now it's not. So these are supposed to be braided. Yeah, it's supposed to be with this one. That's interesting. Let's combine them together a little bit so they kind of stay together and don't go flopping around or whatever. I'm betting that we're gonna kind of tuck them in here. It's a good way to have them kind of hiding is in the little gaps that are here. And again, this one is all by itself still. So. Do a pretty good job of these, making these work. Alright, so that's that. We are 90% finished. So let's take this. Put that aside. We're going to build a little apparatus here for all the different stuff to kind of connect to. Oh, it's 9:30 almost. Jeez. Gonna get done. I said we're gonna get this done tonight, and we are. I just gotta move a little faster. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Anyone know what that's from? What movie that's from? Ooh, this is complicated. It is hard making sure that all the wires go where they're supposed to. That does definitely slow things down a little bit. Is this color or are they that color? Must be this color. Let's go faster. Some more rock facing things for the wiring. Oh, we put you at the bottom. All right, so this is covering up some of this stuff here. There we go. That's a better looking bottom. Ooh, this is where, so I was wondering where these were going. So we have a few more wave pieces to put on. Wasn't happening until we did this. That's cool. Makes sense. That goes there. We're almost there. Now this is all like the cleanup stuff, you know. Extra little bits and pieces, so to speak. We'll have one little stuff. Ah, the blue stuff. I was wondering where he went. Right there. Little blue stuff. Alright. So this blue goes with this. Go. Ah, he did not stick. There we go. Now he's stuck. Alright, now we're back to the other side, so we can do this. We have our little hole here that's just been sitting here for most of the time now. Now we get to close it up. A random hole. I feel like, nope. I was like, I feel like I'm missing a piece, but nope, there it is. So this piece goes all the way up to the top here. Oh, I gotta put one of those on first. You. You're fine. You're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. This goes over top of that whole thing and kind of puts that together. And we have a 2x2 block. Goes there. And we have one more. Oh, there it is. There's one there. Okay. Put that guy on top there. Now we're starting to fill in this stuff here. Oh, that is complicated. So we need this guy. He's right there. The rock piece goes there. Green. This is actually looking really cool the way that it is designed. This with this. Oh, I see what they're doing. Alright. That one. We're almost out of pieces. Oh no! So that, and then this goes on there. Which this whole thing goes right there. Really? Yeah. Okay. There we go. I was like, it's not quite fitting, but there we go. Now it's fitting. I got this whole rock thing done. Oh, jeez. Can't even see where that goes. The heck? So like here, throw this rock stuff right there, and you can't even see where it goes. All right, well, let me do the easy part. Oh, there's our other flame. It's all right. I like the little one. One more. There it is. Nope, it's this one. Oh, there's both of them that we're going to put on. Goes right there. This one hangs down right there. We have opposite ones go the other way. No. I have 4 of those that go that way. Ah, there we go. I was like, I don't have one that goes the other way. Oh, I need to cover those up first. Smooth, and then that can go in there. There we go. We're getting there. Getting there. Couple more water pieces too. That one and this one. Go right there. This one goes. Ooh, I did. It's like it was looking like something else went there. So. Okay, so this goes here. This goes here. This one, this goofy one, goes up here. I think it's longer than that, though. There we go. That's it. Here we go. This is looking more like a cliff face. Yeah. Ooh. I might have another green. Uh-oh. I am out of pieces. There shows a little green doodad. I guess it's this one. Maybe I'll make this one clear. Or, no, you know what? We'll make this one gold. That makes sense. Alright, so that goes there. This goes all the way on the back here, where the crank is. Alright. So that looks more natural. That's not natural, but Oak Express is. Alright, this thing is going to go right here. Right like that. Alright. Back to the side again. Ah, that's not good. I just made a wall collapse a little bit. Because it wasn't, there we go, wasn't quite down how it should be. That could have been disastrous. So this part goes, so the wire from up here goes here. goes where? Right on top. So the wire comes in. This goes to its position. Doesn't quite fit in there. So how does it go? It says it's supposed to go up there. Oh, the back of it does. Okay. I was like, it's not gonna fit there, but it goes right on the end here. Right there. And then this part goes up inside. And it just barely is gonna go in there. Problem is, it has to get around the light, so you almost have to put that part in first. Now that I know how it goes. At the end, no, there's one more. That goes there, that goes there. Fits on the end right there. There we go. Now you can't see the wires hardly at all. So. Alright, now we're going to build, this is the last little bit, we are building the little container essentially for the battery pack. Like the battery pack can actually hang out here, it looks like, and you just kind of stuff it in to the build itself, which is kind of funny to think about, but that's what it does. Now I'm going to make sure I did this right, because they do a bad job of sometimes of showing exactly how these things are supposed to go on. You have to look at the Alright, I need my thing. I need the batteries, please. This goes like this, and this thing just kind of like is like used as a thing to like open up and toss it in, and then you close it back up. So there's our battery. Not the most secure as far as that goes, but still. Alright. We are almost done here. Kristen, I need those batteries, please. Alright, so we are ready to light this thing up pretty much. So the battery pack goes here on, there's 4 snot brick style type things there. This whole thing actually covers over the hole that's here, which is kind of funny. Told you I was going to need them. Alright. Feel passed out. That's alright. You're still here. You're at the end. Right when it matters. I gotta get batteries out of the remote so we can finish this in grand style. Hopefully all the lights work. We'll find out, I guess. That is the remote battery. This is... There we go. Alright, so the whole thing goes on here like this. Trying to see how far over and how far up it goes. I think it goes up to about there. Yeah, it's kind of goofy how they have that done. But this is one of their first sets, so kind of understandable. All right, now what you're supposed to do. So this thing, the sticky's already off of it. It does work, but it's not the best. So this whole thing is supposed to go up here, and then you plug in all the lights. So we're going to plug them all in. See which way they go. There we go. First one. There's 5 total things to put in. Four light things, and then the oh no, there's more. This is the fun part, is putting the little bitty pieces in. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. I'm not blind right now, so I can see. There we go, that one's in. So I know which way they go now. In. Making sure they're all pushed in where they should be. Alright, that's 3. So we've got 3 more plus the battery. Come on. Now you want to go in. Go into your home. There we go. 5. And then one more. This one that's been all alone by itself all the way at the top. Number 6. That goes in here. Alright. And then, so let's double check. Ooh. So here's the interesting thing. Let's take this part. Whoop. I don't want to take the whole thing off. I just want the battery part off. Here's our switch. Oh, there it is. Of course it's on the bottom, so I don't want to turn it on yet. I just want to make sure where it was at. That goes? No, that goes up. And oh, I already plugged it in. Oh, alright. I already plugged in the battery. So here we go. We're gonna turn it on and see what happens. You ready? Oh man, look at that. Woohoo! You got promoted to store manager. You are fantastic. That is awesome. Sorry, I was trying to put this stuff together. That is fantastic. Great to hear there, Fab. That is awesome. So here we go. So here is our castle on the cliff. With the water moving. It's a little hard to see, but it is down there moving. Not really sure what this one does. It moves down here, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, it might. You know what? I bet you. Hold on. I know what it does. It pushes the sword up. All right, so let's move this down so we can see things a little bit closer. So you crank this, and it's going to push the sword up. It's supposed to push the sword up, I bet. It doesn't really do it, though. There we go. It does push it a little bit. It's not quite designed well to do that. Oh, I think I pushed the thingy up a little too much. Oh, I can push it down. There we go. So it's supposed to go up through here and push the sword up out, it looks like. So let's see if we can get that working. There is a light that's up there too that's like supposed to be like, oh. Yeah, that needs a little bit of work. So I'm only supposed to have it in so far, I bet. Okay. And then it just sits there. Sort of. Yeah. I gotta figure that out. Because it just gets in there and then it gets stuck. And it doesn't... It's almost like it's not... It's almost like it's too high up. Like how that thing goes. Let me try something. Just for the fun of it. Let's take these off. Put this so it's a little bit lower. Then it's actually going into it. That gets too tight. It popped it out. Popped it out. So I guess that is supposed to be that way. I don't know. Like if you have it the way they have it designed, I mean, like you can see the light coming out, which is kind of cool. If you have it designed the way they want it to be designed, oh, now I can't get that piece off. Then it doesn't really do anything, and like it's too hard to have it poke out. It's a neat idea. I think it just isn't. I don't think it's designed well enough. I mean, it moves up just a little bit. So if you push it back down, maybe it's supposed to be hard. Yeah, it goes up a little bit. If you take it out, there's a little bit of light that shows that shines through it too. Push it down a little bit more. Yeah, it gets stuck in there too easily. Yeah, that's kind of how it's supposed to work. Like, I don't know, they get too stuck to each other. Something like that. Anyway, so you can see the torches are all nice and lit up. The interior here, I mean, we got a torch here, we got a torch here, we got inside lights that are here in the back. We got vine light over here. And then, of course, we got all this water light shining down. And when you crank these, the water all moves too. You can see it. So this is like the waves crashing. Ah, I think it turned out pretty cool. Whoops. It's broken. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. Oh, I forgot. Had to pause the time. There we go. So there we go. It is done. So let's turn off the lighting. Yeah, it definitely does look better with the lights on. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a nice set. I think it turned out pretty cool overall. So put this on here. I can still access the switch from back behind. Thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I am glad I got this set. Let me see if I can put that up there. The sticky. There it goes. That works. Not the best because it's already been used, but there we go. Everything's kind of out of the way like it should be. And this is King Arthur's boyhood home, which we found out was Tintagel Castle, or at least that's where he was raised. So maybe that's a little bit further along the story. I'm not sure, but anyway. So there we go. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, next week we are going to return to Hoth for a little bit. I also might work on the heart that is over here hiding, because that's something I have the pieces for, like I said earlier, and you know, it's something that I don't know why I feel like I need to do. So I'm going to get it so it's more color coordinated the way it should be, and yeah, we'll go from there. So all right, like always, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, you know, tell all your friends everything. Be like, this is amazing. No, I'm kidding. But I appreciate everyone being here as always, and as always, may the brick be with you. Keep on building and blessing. We'll see you next week.